It's Cassie. I hope you're having an awesome day. Welcome back to the Universim. I am so tired, so I'm struggling to remember where we left off. Let me see. We put in some schools. We put in some new ministers, and I think we got a new minister. Are my ministers already dying off? Wild. Can't recall whether we put in more ministers. I thought we did, but maybe we just put water. And we resumed our research, so we can go back to building. We have 31 discovery points. Let's see what we still need to discover. Oh, I was gonna grab a carriage house so that I could do a ministry architecture. And we'll let that bake. It's a pretty day in the game. It's spring. This is locusts. I wonder if that's why I don't have as many ministers. I would advise if you want to deal with your problems using lightning, just be careful because you can accidentally hit your nuggets or your buildings. And if you use your lightning power, you could start fires. So just be cautious. We also have one barracks, and our barracks is nearly trained. Every time I reopen this game and I make progress on our civilization, we need to train more archers. We will be able to unlock more of the types of military nuggets as we progress through the game and upgrade our barracks. Like right now, we can only do rangers, but we'll be able to add boomers, which are kind of like your mortars, and then tanks and helicopters as we move on, as we research new upgrades. So where we left off, we had just had another really gnarly infection. There is just something about this particular playthrough where if it's gonna go wrong, it's gonna go wrong. Every Murphy's Law, right? If something can go wrong, it's gonna go wrong in the worst possible way. So we had infections, and then we couldn't keep on top of our staff, and our believer count is super low compared to our nugget count, to our total nugget population. Thankfully, no one's sick, and we have some god points, creator points. I don't know why I keep wanting to call them god points, but we have some, and we can spend them on things like creating nugget marriages, which will reduce the number of unwed, unmarried nuggets. I'm a mess today. Wow. So yeah, using creator powers will sway believers to our side. See you, infected nugget. See you. Could you come out from under there? How are you today? Tell me how you are. Leave a comment letting me know. It's been a long day. It's evening where I am. I record videos at various points throughout the day and then schedule them to go up, so it's evening and I'm tired. I'll probably be turning in soon. I might want to read a little bit, but what can we do before then? I also adjusted my game volume down a bit because I realized that my voice was competing with it. The narrator's still at the same level because I like to be quiet and let him speak, but music and sound effects are down. So hopefully you can hear me a little better. Now that we have more schools, we are generating more discovery points, and that'll help us with those special research items. We'll get to those a little more quickly. This person is hungry and yet just walked past a bucket of food and then a few more buckets of food, so good choices all around. I wonder if I should put an eatery way out here. Couldn't hurt. The amount of uncooked food to cooked food that we have is telling me we could stand to have some more eateries, so I'll do that. Eateries are in resource management. And this is a school, so it never hurts to build around it. I mentioned in the last video, I'm trying to encourage the civilization to grow out in this direction. And really that just means I'm putting stuff down over here, and eventually when nugget counts support it, they'll start building residences out here. They don't really need them. Right now, all the Tudor residences hold a lot more nuggets than the Stone Age ones did. Just keep clicking, Cassie. You'll get there. So there's less need for residences to spread out, but we'll get there eventually. We have a governor, and our governor will help staff our buildings, and we're just missing some ministers. Those would be real nice to have. At what level is this lake? 100%? Is this not the one? No, I think the one is over here, where we built our first water pumps. This one's at 72. Yeah, that's about what I expected. Right now, if you need to refill a lake, you can put a couple storm clouds over it using the trickle effect creator power. There's a whale. There are more whales. Pretty. We also recently got cattle ranches, so I've been taming the animals that we can tame right now. There aren't so many mammoths, turtles, and deer, I think. And then there are a few more foxes and wolves and bears that we can't tame yet. Is that a wolf or a nugget? This is a wolf. Oh, that's an infected zone. And when you tame an animal, kind of like when you pick up a vegetable or a fruit and then you throw it down on your farm, then your cattle ranches can start harvesting, like ranching that animal. So this is our turtle ranch. Look how cute they all are. Let's not think about the fact that they're for food. Creator point generation is pretty quick right now, which is good, but Korean believer count is still way down. Oh, obnoxious. So it would be smart to use creator points. And that is what I will do. Let's hit them with Holy Ground. I don't know if they even realize what you're doing when you do that. It doesn't seem like it. We can give them Jolt of Joy. I thought more nuggets would believe in me after suddenly becoming irrationally happy, but I guess not. And then we will hook some people up. You need spouses, you need partners. I got you. Move too fast. Here we go. Okay. I like to have like around 100 creator points in reserve just in case I need them to put up like a dome if a tornado comes, or a fire trickle effect if a fire comes. So it's like a safety net. It's like how you don't want to let your bank account get too low just in case of emergencies. Yeah, we're not researching anything. I know. I want to check in on my... Okay, good. I've got some laborers. I can staff some ministers. I don't know if maybe these are not positions that can be auto-assigned, but cool, I'm glad we have that covered. So now we have a bunch of people who will automatically establish buildings for us. Like the Minister of Food will put up eateries and fishing piers, farms. The Minister of Water, water pumps, reservoirs, things like that. So it automates. I know I've said this before, but just in case this is your first time checking out a Universim video, it automates the game a little bit for you so that you can focus on other things. Okay, believer count up a bit. That's good. And not enough discovery points to really get anything worthwhile. But we can do... I would really like to get a Ministry of Health. I'll hold on for discovery points. And we will do industrialization. That'll give us modern houses. Yay! We're finally entering into the modern era. Modern houses, temples, evolution towers, and a new trader in the black market, which we're not really using just yet. And then hopefully by the time that researches, we will have 40 discovery points so we can get penicillin and then a Ministry of Health. But if not, then, you know, we'll just make our way through. What? Oh, our governor died. Oh. Bleak. Bleak and scary and sad. The governor position you do have to manually assign. Because it's the governors that automatically assign people, if that seat is vacant, there's no one who can automatically assign them, so you have to do it. Blighty, our discovery points. Believer count was up, now it's down. I installed someone young as the governor, age 5, in fact, so that that person can serve for a long time and I don't have to worry about it again for a while. Why did a bunch of trees just roll down this hill? Oh. There's some cutting happening. We have an election? Elections really just establish a new law for the the next time period. So we have scientific focus. Nuggets focus more on research rather than on religion. Research rate plus 30%, creator point production minus 15%, not ideal. Proposing law, safety guidelines. Nuggets will become less prone to injury. This one looks good so far. Minus 15% chance of injury. And accelerated studies. Nuggets spend less time in school, but injury rates increase. Minus 50% school time, injury rate plus 35%. I'm going accelerated studies. The injury rate's not great, but we've got plenty of hospitals, and right now what we need are educated nuggets. It was because we didn't have any educated nuggets that I couldn't staff my my ministers. And now I've got enough educated nuggets to cover it, but I'll need more for other things, like engineering huts, schools, hospitals need educated nuggets on staff, where other things like the eateries, the fishing piers, those do not need educated nuggets. So you need a mix of both. It's important to have all kinds. In the winter, I've never said this. In the winter, the water pumps and the fishing piers become unusable because the lakes freeze over. So that's the purpose of the reservoirs, is to make sure that you have enough water stored as you come into the winter. And you need a supplement to the fishing piers. So if you have enough fishing piers, you can do enough fishing to sustain your nuggets through the winter while your civilization is small. But as you grow, you need to supplement with things like farms and cattle ranches so that you have a sustainable source of food even when it's winter and you can't bring in fish. Are my nuggets unhappy? No. Let's celebrate anyway, because it's pretty. Okay. On the subject of my nuggets are happy, I have been saying for a while that it's time to start putting down parks. I still don't need to do that yet because you can see nugget happiness is very high, but it never hurts. While I've got so many resources, and you'll see that there are some that I can only put down like a max number. I can put down 10 of these, 5 of these, 5, 5. And these are unlocked when you complete the achievements here in this window. There are still a couple more that we haven't yet encountered. But when we do, we might unlock a couple more parks. Oh no, it looks like the only things left in this section are research, so I don't know what the benefit is to completing those other achievements aside from having them. Let's put down Anti-City Alley. And the good thing about the parks is that they're small enough that you can kind of shove them into nooks and crannies. And, you know, I'm sorry if I offend anyone who's French with my god-awful pronunciation of what I think is supposed to be a French word. That's why I said it kind of quietly. And a tender chain will stick in over here somewhere. I kind of want to get another lumber camp going. Like, we've seen the nuggets are... they are chopping. We've seen trees rolling down hills that they've been cutting down, and we can see that there aren't really many trees in my city, in my civilization proper, so I'm going to use forestation and just put some trees. love that power, but it is expensive. You can, like, I had, what, like 300 creator points? I wasn't paying very close attention, but I put a big chunk of trees here, and then I was able to put a little chunk of trees here, and I still have all of this space that still needs trees. All of this space that still needs trees. So, you know, it can be expensive. It helps to have lumber camps, because then they'll take the trees from the lumber camps instead of taking them from your earth. But, you know, I'm hurting for trees right now, is the purpose of what I'm saying. I also don't know that I should have put some trees in the desert, but here, okay, they're palm trees. They're pretty. I'll take it. Okay, so we are most of the way through industrialization. I'm just going to quickly double check what we just picked up. We picked up... I don't think we have anything to do yet in regards to upgrades or more buildings to pop down since we've resumed researching after a brief pause. Oh, a garage! Dang. Putting in garages... Right now, your nuggets will just like move faster. Eventually you'll start seeing cars. I think you might get carriages with this first one. Yes, carriages. Our ministers are doing work. Good. What? I don't think I noticed that we were so desperate for power. Yikes. It's a good thing we've got that minister now. Oh, cool. Okay, so now that we've gotten industrialization, buildings will automatically, and you can kind of hear it happening already, residential buildings will automatically upgrade to modern buildings. The little cranes here are showing us just that. That's our black market. And here are some residential buildings. Oh, that's my temple. I thought I would have to upgrade my temple. And they will do this all on their own for buildings that don't require you to purchase or research upgrades. And welcome to the modern era. Oh, I want to sit here and watch this, but I also want to take care of this infected zone, so we'll come back. If I have a battery near, I do. I'm gonna zap this with lightning. I'm sorry for the sound. And that'll help sustain a little bit while we work on getting enough batteries and kinetic generators going. That's our black market now. This is a residence. You can see there are so many spaces for nuggets to live here that there's no chance that they're going to want to spread out to where I keep putting stuff anytime soon. They don't need to. They'll have to populate all these buildings before they start building more. There's our evolution tower, the very first building we ever get when we load up the game. That's our temple. And here are some residences that have recently gone up. They will get taller. Good co. That's what that says. So I might bide some time and just let all of the buildings that are going to automatically update, and then see where we're at, because I'm pretty sure I should have some upgrades. No, guess not. But we do have 40 plus discovery points, so I can get that penicillin and then get that Ministry of Health. There he is. Or she or they. There they are. Mangrove fruit we have. Devil's lettuce we have. There are still a handful of fruits and veg that we haven't yet discovered that we need to take to the farm. And I'll find them when I find them. There's no rush. Well, look how pretty our trees are. These are the trees we put down. This graveyard is looking a little out of place amongst all these super modern buildings. Wow. A bunch of marriages happening just right in front of us. That's cute. And still 64 unmarried. Okay. Slow it down, Cassie. I'm gonna make myself nauseous. Come here, you. Come here. Thank you. What? Let me choose people. Okay, too fast. Let's slow it down and then let me choose people. There we go. I think it also helps me personally if I'm not looking straight down onto the planet. Go. Much better. Yeah, much easier. Okay. So we have our one full battery, and we have 604 minutes till we're going to run out of power. That seems okay. We should have kinetic generators enough to power the city. If we don't, I'm kind of hoping our Minister of Power picks up our slack, and otherwise I can put some down. There's no reason why I can't. I'm just making sure we still have all our ministers. Uh-huh. See it. How much is the lightning power? 25? It takes 2 hits to get the UFO down. And then you want enough points to use telekinesis, which is 5 creator points. Because once you have taken the UFO down, hopefully before it's done too much damage to your civilization, it leaves a mystical box that you can bring to your city center to research and open for resources and tricks or treats. Ours have been a lot of tricks lately. A lot of infections. It's a pretty building. So I'm listening for that UFO. And it's the first time since I've turned the game sound down that I wish I hadn't. Because I'm not going to hear it coming, maybe. Aha, I see you. And I started a fire. Cool. That's a very Cassie thing to have done. Not at that time. I'm gonna just check in on that fire. Alright. It is time to wind down for the day, so here is what I will do. I'm going to take the mystical box over to my city center. I'm going to put out this fire. And then we will call it a day. In the next play, we'll move further into the modern era. And we'll upgrade some buildings. We'll hopefully keep our believer count up a little bit, because right now it's tough times. And did I miss again? Are they telling me I put that cloud all the way over there? Oh cool, my firefighters are on it. I also have enough points to cast Trickle Effect again, so I'll do that. I can take down this big section. There we go. Alright everyone, I think that is going to do it for the day. Thank you, as always, for hanging out with me. It has been so much fun doing this and just learning what it's like to play video games in front of other people. So I'm really grateful to have you here, and I know I keep saying that, but it's going to keep being true, so expect to hear it a lot. You have been just amazing, and so welcoming, and I am so over the moon. Thank you for encouraging me and for being awesome. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you soon.